Have you ever wondered why the ancient Norsemen revered thunder and lightning and attributed it to a hammer-wielding deity? The Nordic pantheon, a diverse array of gods and goddesses, harbors a rich tapestry of myth and legend that continues to captivate us. In this intriguing world, you'll meet Odin, the All-Father, a deity of wisdom, war, and death, who reigns supreme. Then there's Thor, the god of thunder, whose mighty hammer caused the very earth to tremble. Don't forget Loki, the cunning trickster, whose antics often led to trouble, yet proved vital in many a tale. And of course there's the enigmatic Freya, a goddess of love, beauty and fertility, who was also a formidable warrior and sorceress. These gods weren't just figments of imagination. They represented the beliefs, fears and aspirations of the ancient Norse people. As we delve into the chronicles of the Nordic gods, be prepared to embark on an extraordinary journey to the past. The history of the Nordic gods begins with the creation of the cosmos itself. This epoch unfolds in the vast emptiness of Ginnungagap, a primordial void. From this void, two realms emerged, the fiery realm of Muspelheim in the south, and the icy realm of Niflheim in the north. When the heat of Muspelheim met the frost of Niflheim in Ginnungagap, a droplet formed. This droplet grew and took the form of a giant, Ymir. Ymir, the first of the frost giants, is the progenitor of all life in the Norse cosmos. As he slept, the sweat from his body formed the first man and woman, and the frost giants were born. From Ymir's body, the first gods themselves came to life, Odin and his brothers Vili and Ve. Odin and his brothers were powerful and ambitious. They slew Ymir, and from his body they crafted the universe. His blood became the oceans, his bones formed the mountains, his teeth made the rocks, and his skull became the sky. But the creation didn't stop there. From an ash tree and an elm tree, the brothers created the first human couple, Ask and Embla, and bestowed upon them the gift of life. In the center of this new universe, they planted Yggdrasil, the world tree. This enormous ash tree serves as the cosmic axis, its branches reaching out to the 9 worlds of the Norse cosmos. These worlds include Asgard, the realm of the gods, Midgard, the world of humans, and Jotunheim, the land of the giants, among others. Yggdrasil stands as a constant, a symbol of connection and unity among these diverse realms. With the stage set and our characters in place, the saga of the Nordic gods truly begins. From the birth of Ymir to the planting of Yggdrasil, this is the dawn of a universe teeming with gods, giants, and humans, each playing their part in the grand narrative of Norse mythology. In the vibrant pantheon of the Nordic gods, 2 divine tribes emerge, the Aesir and the Vanir. These 2 tribes, each with their unique characteristics and gods, painted a rich tapestry of mythology that still captivates us today. The Aesir, the tribe of the sky gods, were seen as the more warlike of the 2, associated with power and the pursuit of knowledge. Notable among them were Odin, the All-Father and god of wisdom, Thor, god of thunder, and Frigg, goddess of prophecy and marriage. Contrastingly, the Vanir were earth gods associated with fertility, prosperity, and the natural world. The key figures among the Vanir were Freya, god of peace and fertility, and his sister Freyja, goddess of love and beauty. But it wasn't always peace and harmony between these 2 tribes. A great war erupted, the Aesir-Vanir War, a brutal conflict that lasted for years. The reasons for this war are lost to time, but the consequences are clear. Eventually, weary of battle, the 2 tribes decided on a truce, sealing it with an exchange of gods. This led to the Vanir gods Njord, Freyja, and Freyja living with the Aesir, and the Aesir god Hönir and the wise Mimir living with the Vanir. This exchange was more than a simple trade of hostages. It was an intertwining of tribes, a merging of cultures and ideologies. The Vanir gods brought with them the earth's bounty and the arts of Cider, a form of magic, while the Aesir offered their strength and wisdom. And so, the 2 tribes lived in harmony, each learning from the other, their gods and goddesses becoming an integral part of each other's lives. This harmony marks a golden age in the history of the Nordic gods, an era in which the divine tribes coexisted, their powers complementing and enhancing each other. The harmony between the Aesir and Vanir marks a golden age in the history of the Nordic gods. Yet, even in divine realms, peace doesn't last forever. In the realm of the Nordic gods, This universal truth is embodied in the prophecy of Ragnarok, the foretold cataclysm that would spell doom for the divine reign. Ragnarok, often translated as the fate of the gods or the twilight of the gods, is a prophecy of apocalyptic proportions, foretelling a great battle, a cosmic winter, and the eventual submersion of the world in water. In this prophecy, various gods play pivotal roles, each with a fate tied to the destiny of the world itself. Odin, the Allfather, the god of wisdom, war, and death, is destined to face off against the monstrous wolf, Fenrir. Their clash, a battle of immense power and ferocity, is a central event in the foretold apocalypse. Unfortunately, even the mighty Odin cannot escape his fate, as it is foreseen that he will fall to Fenrir. Thor, the thunder god, protector of mankind, faces the world serpent Jormungandr. Their fight, much like Odin's, is a battle of titans. Despite his strength and courage, Thor too meets a tragic end. After defeating Jormungandr, he succumbs to the serpent's venom, walking only 9 steps before falling. Loki, the trickster god who had been bound by the gods as punishment for his mischief, breaks free. He leads the forces of chaos against the gods in the final battle, sealing his own fate and that of his sworn enemies. Yet, amidst the destruction and chaos, there is a glimmer of hope. A new world is said to rise from the waters, inhabited by 2 human survivors. Some gods are also foretold to survive, including Odin's sons Vidar and Vali, and Thor's sons Modi and Magni, who inherit their father's mighty hammer. Ragnarok, therefore, is not just about the end. It's about the cycle of destruction and creation, death and rebirth. It's about the fall of the old order and the rise of a new one. It's about the twilight of the gods, but also the dawn of a new era. Ragnarok signifies the end, but also a new beginning. Though the age of the Nordic gods has long passed, their legacy lives on. The influence of these divine beings and their tales has permeated deep into the fabric of modern culture, breathing life into literature, movies, and even everyday language. The thunderous Thor, the cunning Loki, the wise Odin, their stories have been adapted and reimagined time and again, echoing through the centuries. From the epic sagas of old to contemporary fantasy novels, the Nordic gods have found a way to survive, to remain relevant. These stories, once passed down orally, were preserved in ancient texts like the poetic Edda and prose Edda. These compilations became the lifeline for the tales of the gods, ensuring that they would not be lost to the sands of time. And so these narratives continue to thrive, enchanting new generations with their raw power and timeless appeal. The tales of the Nordic gods continue to captivate us, reminding us of a time when thunder roared and hammers clashed in the heavens above.